Aye, selfie.
Yo, she wanna lick a FaceTime call and she in her panties and bra. Oh, let me see what you have underneath. While you make a boom that move together like twin. I might have to film it, I like it, it's super exciting, you know. You could make man pull up on you, you know. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Girl, you know just how to satisfy your man. I can never get tired. Now you telling me it's my turn. Execution so smooth. Bring it closer, closer till it's over. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Everything I do is splendid. They're asking for new jams, tell spending. Touch your toes, girl, bend it. You're rocking with a fucking legend. Best life, she want live her best life. I'ma give you your best life, and I could give you your best. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. And if for 72 cause a disease. Wow.
Aye, selfie.
Yo, she wanna lick a FaceTime call and she in her panties and bra. Oh, let me see what you have underneath. While you make a boom that move together like twin. I might have to film it, I like it, it's super exciting, you know. You could make man pull up on you, you know. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Girl, you know just how to satisfy your man. I can never get tired. Now you telling me it's my turn. Execution so smooth. Bring it closer, closer till it's over. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah. Let me see what you have underneath. Everything I do is splendid. They're asking for new jams, tell spending. Touch your toes, girl, bend it. You're rocking with a fucking legend. Best life, she want live her best life. I'ma give you your best life, and I could give you your best. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. She licking on my neck like say I be ice cream man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. Boom. I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh, yeah, let me see what you have underneath. PSI on the beat and if for cause a disease. Wow.
Hello guys, welcome to Boxing Blog Center, the home of Nigerian African boxing. And please, if you're new to the channel, make sure you click the like and of course the subscribe, right? And also go to the notification bell icon, click it and select all so to up in your bank news video right there. Now let's get straight to the hesitation. Tomorrow is fight night, and you know BBC. It's been a long time. I don't know yet though. The fight is tomorrow. My blood is still not boiling for the fight. I don't know. Maybe by the time I don't know, man. Like, usually when Joshua fights, the Joshua fight week always get me nervous in a way. This week so far, I haven't I'm not nervous. You know, I just feel like I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, but this fight right here is a big fight. By the way, first of all, let me say, for those of you guys who don't have any means of watching this fight, because I know some of you guys who are in some territories where the fight will not be heard, or you can't purchase it due to one reason or another, what you have to do is to message me on Instagram. You know, follow me on Instagram. The link is right here on the live chat. I pinned it. Follow me there, DM me there, and I will see what I can do for you guys. You know, I'm talking about those who are in territories that can't that won't be able to purchase the fight. Okay, yeah, I'm not talking about those who are in Europe who can purchase it. I'm talking about those, for example, in Nigeria who cannot purchase this fight, who don't know how it works. Just DM me, follow me on Instagram. And the BBC will bless you for sure, you know, because this is a fight right here that all of us need to watch. Let's get to it right here. Let's get to it right here, because I am really interested. This is gonna be an interesting podcast for sure. It's gonna be an interesting prediction. By the way, we've got our brothers in the house. We've got the one and only Tai Ajagbe. We've got the undisputed Diwali in the house, and we've got the brave Mayojo in the house as well. Joshua's weigh-in took place today. I couldn't watch it. Today was a very busy day for me, I tell you this, and it was just like catastrophic in a way. But yeah, I am right now, and with God's grace, we're here, we're happy, and we're kicking it up, I see the hot. Now, I want to get my brother on here. Tai Ajagbe, the weigh-in today. Bro, this fight. This is of course gonna be a prediction that we're gonna be predicting this fight. Bro, what do you make of Anthony Joshua coming in around 240 pounds? 240 pounds.
Well, I actually said he was gonna come in like 237. You know, he's been fighting around 237, 238. So it's not really much of a difference. You know, it's funny because Usyk's last fight, he fought like around 217, 218. You know, he came in maybe 221. He's probably going to come in just a tad bit heavier tomorrow, you know. So it's not like it's really a bit of a weight does make a difference, but I'm sure both of these fighters have already gotten used to that weight. So I can't really say it's gonna be an issue for these guys, you know. If you look at it, it's already a chess game, really, right? Because Usyk, like I said, Usyk came in at 221, and Joshua came in at 240. And if you look back at both of their fights, you know, either one of them probably came in 4 pounds difference, you know. So I think the weight is not going to be an issue. It's gonna be as I said before, it's gonna be more of Usyk trying trying to avoid AJ's punches, and if AJ's punches do land, you know, maybe one or two or three will land, in probably like the whole fight, and he's able to take it. Being in shape comes in hand with being able to take some punches. If you're in shape, you're able to take most of those heavy punches. But if you're out of shape and you're tired in the rounds, you get hit. You're gonna go down. You're gonna be done. And that's how it usually goes. Now for Joshua, I personally think him getting the extra 4 pounds is honestly it's to hold his power in. Him slimming down to like 233. I honestly don't see him doing that anymore. Just because I think he prefers being around 230, like 238, 240. It comes with being able to throw some massive shots behind those weights. So I think going forward, he's definitely going to be coming in around 238, 240. Probably the heaviest is probably going to come in. It's probably like 242 fight night. So it's definitely good to see him to find his decent weight. He said it himself. I don't really look at my weight anymore. It's whatever I come in. So I'm pretty sure he's mentally prepared. So I don't think the weight's going to be an issue for him, either both fighters.
Thanks, but I appreciate you for this. What do you make of interesting right here? What do you make of what do you make of Anthony Joshua and Usyk? Both of them, they're going to be fighting tomorrow, and they took a selfie today. What do you make of a selfie? Joshua taking a selfie with his opponent.
I didn't see anything wrong with it. Tell you the truth, Usyk is a guy that he's always cheerful. And listen, you can't play into these guys. If people look at it as mind games, Usyk's trying to be. Listen, you can't play into their little things that you got going. If it's gonna be like that, bro, just act the way you want to act too, man. Be comfortable, be free. Not all fights need to be, every serious. Everybody needs to be free. Yeah, be relaxed. Don't get your blood going before the fight. Don't have yourself thinking. Smile. You smiling releases endorphins and keeps you calm. And smiling just goes a long way and just keeps you calm. Like it doesn't really show your poker face. You smiling doesn't really. People really can't tell what's behind your smile. So I think him smiling and engaging and taking pictures, it's gonna go down in history, and people are gonna along the way, people are gonna remember how this fight went down and everything. So I don't think smiling or taking pictures or most of AJ's fights, he's usually just quiet and just doesn't say anything. And it's good for him to engage, man. Honestly, I personally don't see nothing wrong with it. So.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate your take on this. Let's go now here, Mao Joe. Mao Joe, your reaction to Joshua taking a selfie with Usyk.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, bro.
Right. No, I mean, the selfie. At the end of the day, these two guys respect each other. Okay, they're not enemies. At the end of the day, they're both sportsmen, and this fight in itself is historical. This fight is historical. So I think it's just for the memories, really. So it's not. I don't see it. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong in taking a selfie with your opponent. So I think it's all good. It's not every fight that has to be like, oh my God, there has to be so much animosity and so much hatred and all of that, so much beef. It's not. Yeah, some fights need that. Some fights don't. This fight is already big. There's no need to sell this fight. This fight is going to do well over 1 million pay-per-view. This fight, everyone is talking about it. Everyone. I don't know if you guys listening to one of Usyk's interview when he did mention that he said Joshua is a superstar. And he said that even in Ukraine, that old women, I don't know if any of you guys saw that interview. He said old women know Anthony Joshua, old women in Ukraine. So, and obviously, Usyk himself is a massive star, especially in Ukraine. And Usyk is actually quite popular in Europe and especially in the UK as well. And I believe in the US is popular to an extent. So taking a selfie with your opponent it's not a bad thing. You know, the fight doesn't need any more selling. It's already sold out. They're gonna sell loads of pay-per-view. They're gonna sell loads of pay-per-views. So taking a selfie with Usyk is not, or with each other, it's all right, man. It's sport at the end of the day. It's not like they're going into a war. But I believe that when they get into that ring, even the face-off today showed me that, listen, the whole thing of taking failed selfie and all of that is out of the window. You know, I saw Joshua the way he was looking at Usyk with a smile, but mean smile. And Usyk as well didn't have any smile on his face. It's going to be a good fight tomorrow.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate your take on this. Let's go on here. Adewale.
Let me add to that real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry. Listen, there's gonna be a time to be serious. I'm not saying he's not serious with Usyk, because listen, his team held the belts. AJ has grown so much, as in his mentality. You know, I've noticed his team held his belts, and they're keeping a distance and they're just watching, and he's not like having the belts and posing with the belts. It's his mentality has grown, and there's going to be a time to be serious, and that time to be serious is going to be that fight with Wilder and Tyson Fury when that fight is made. As of right now, you know, I'm not saying that he doesn't need to be serious. Of course he's serious, but at the same time, the guy's going to be mellow, and you know, he knows what's in front of him. He's worked hard. He's feel comfortable. He's the last time he sparred was on Thursday, so which shows you, like, you know, he's properly ready. And once you're properly ready, you know, why shouldn't you have belief in yourself and be calm? You know, that's it.
Thanks, brother. Adewale.
I'm sorry, just
Adewale, you there?
Yeah,
Okay, I had something to it about Joe.
Yeah, just to add something real quick to that as well. Like, somebody was having a chat with me yesterday and was saying that, oh, Joshua is he doesn't look mean and he's all smiley and friendly and none of that. And I'm like, when have you really seen Joshua angry, apart from when he wanted to fight Jared Miller and Dillian White? You know, sometimes people fail to understand that we all have different characters, and that's just what Joshua is. You know, he always does it with a smile, but when he's in the ring, he does the business. So yeah, I totally agree with Ty. You know, it's not every time that a press conference has to be all messy and all of that. This is really respectful, you know. And look at the crowd in there today; it was just something else, really crazy.
Thanks, brother. Adewale.
Yes.
Was a take on Anthony Joshua taking a selfie with Usyk?
Man, I'll tell you what, man. You know me, I'm the kind of boxing fan that likes trash talking. I like it when these fighters get disrespectful, but not over the board. But AJ is not that kind of character, and him acting the way that he did against Usyk, with Usyk in the press conference, shows me that he's being himself, he's being natural. And that is good, man. His head is in the right place. He doesn't need to pretend for anybody to act out of character just to entertain the fans. No, he's being himself, bro. AJ is not that kind of fighter that would go to your face, push you like a Jarrell Miller, Dillian White. He's not that kind of person, okay? He's just who he is. And it works out good for him. He's extremely successful. And I salute the guy, man. Nothing but respect for Joshua.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate your take on this. And guys, stay tuned for my feedback right here. So, Adewale, I would like you to react to Joshua's weight. Okay, weight today. He came in around 240 pounds. 240 pounds. While
Man.
Usyk came in around 221 and a half pounds. What do you make of Joshua's weight? If we should kind of analyze his weight so far, in big fights, okay, weighing results, looking at it now, against Klitschko, he weighed around 250 pounds, 250 pounds. Against Carlos Takam, he weighed in around 254 pounds. Against Parker, he weighed in around 242 pounds. Against Working, 246.3. Against Ruiz Jr., the first fight, 247.8. Against Ruiz Jr., the second time, 237 pounds. Against Pulev, 240.8. And Usyk, 240. Like, what do you make? Like, of course, he's lighter than he was against Pulev. However, don't you think Joshua should have come in around 238?
Bro, 2 pounds is not a lot of difference for a 6'6" guy, bro. 2 pounds doesn't make a difference. If he came in at 238 versus coming in at 240, there is not much difference, in my opinion. Plus, Joshua, at the beginning of his career, he was more like a bodybuilder. I'm pretty sure this guy did a lot of bench pressing, dumbbell curls, all those types of bodybuilding exercises at the gym, as opposed to doing boxing training. But right now, Joshua has lost a lot of excessive muscle. He's still muscular. He still looks extremely good. But he is in the process of finding his true, natural boxing physique. That's what I feel like he's doing. Because right now, the guy is hovering around 237, 240, 241. Not bad at all, man. For a guy 6'6", power puncher. Well, yeah, he knocked out Pulev, so yeah, he's still a power puncher. Because a lot of people thought this guy was no longer a power puncher right after he got dropped by Klitschko, and he stopped getting the KOs. But he got a KO against Pulev. So he's a power punching machine, a killer, bro. I tell you guys the truth, man. You guys need to start respecting this guy. Well, I know all of you guys already respect Joshua, but I'm talking to people like myself that are critiques of Joshua, because I am a critique of Joshua. But I have respect for him. He's being himself. He has the right weight. He's lost a lot of unnecessary muscle that will drain his stamina in a 12-round fight. He's becoming his true natural self as a boxer. So, man, that is a great weight, in my opinion. 240 pounds. Oleksandr Usyk coming in at 221. 221, Usyk. I believe he came in around 215, thereabout for Witherspoon and Chisora. So him gaining an extra 6 pounds for AJ. I believe he was doing that to improve his punch resistance. But I don't think that's going to work, bro. Usyk, have you been sparring for 15, 20 rounds? If you've been sparring 15, 20 rounds, then I know you can cope with AJ for 12 rounds. Otherwise, you're going to get knocked out, my guy. Because if you've added an extra 6 pounds from the previous 215 or whatever he was weighing in the previous fights, that tells me that you're more than likely to gas out easier. All right, that's just my analysis of this situation. It's not a bad thing for AJ to come in at 240 because he has lost a lot of muscle. Yeah, now he looks like a real heavyweight, tall boxer. And then Usyk coming in at 221. He's just trying to blend into the heavyweight division. I'm trying to remember what David Haye used to weigh after having about 5 fights in the heavyweight division, or Evander Holyfield. I'm sure those guys came in weighing around 210, 205, and then later on they started weighing as much as 220, 225. But we're gonna see, man. For AJ, I think 240 is the perfect weight, in my opinion. Okay, his career high, I believe, was against Carlos Takam, and he came in around 255, 250 something. And he didn't look that good against Takam. I'm just being honest with you guys. Okay, so him coming in at 240 tells me that this guy is truly evolving into the best of his ability.
Nice, what I appreciate your take on this. My Joe, your reaction to Joshua's weight.
I mean, Adewale's breakdown is really just taking everything out of my mouth. I'm just gonna say that, listen, um, I'm gonna keep saying this, that one of the best things that's happened to AJ was the Ruiz loss, because that loss now has really, it feels like AJ is reawakened, where um, that loss helped him to go back to the weight where he really should be, not just coming in with loads of muscles and begging for oxygen and gassing out after 4 or 5 rounds, you know, and taking another 3 rounds, out of a fight, and then trying to get back into the fight and looking for a second win and all this kind of nonsense. But that loss really opened his eyes to see that, listen, this is boxing. It is not bodybuilding competition. And when I saw the weigh-in today, what came to my mind? What came to my mind, I just remembered Deontay Wilder. And I'll tell you why that came to my mind. Deontay Wilder is taller than AJ. Yeah, 1 inch. It's not much of a difference, but he's still taller. But Deontay Wilder weighs what? Around 218, 219, 216, and he still knocked everybody out. Big guys, fat guys, slim guys, whoever you are, he doesn't care. He knocks you out. So which goes a long way to show that, see, all this muscle, massive muscle, that don't really mean power. What you need mean, slim muscle. Your muscle has to be like mean, and has to be like proper slim muscles, and strong and powerful. And I believe that that's where AJ is getting, all them, just getting big and looking so massive has not really worked for him. And especially now that he's really advancing in his career, I believe that anything between 237 to 240, 241 is perfect for AJ. I believe that way he has more gas tank. That way he has more power, in my opinion, because you also have to remember that, power is more effective when you have speed with it. And with AJ coming in at that weight, he's going to have a bit of more speed. And that's why Wilder is so powerful, because he's got speed to go with the power.
Fact.
So if AJ now is going to be quicker, he's going to be more powerful. So people shouldn't get it twisted that, he's going to lose some of his punches. No, he's not losing it. He's going to be stronger because he'll be quicker. And I think, honestly, not only because I'm an AJ fan, I think that Usyk is in for a rough night. Seriously. He's in for a rough night. Seriously.
You mind if I comment real quick just to add to what you just said, bro?
Go on, bro.
You know what's funny? While AJ was the big bodybuilding bouncer that he looked like, he was knocking people out. Now, there is a great possibility that the heaviness on his muscles prevented him from maximizing his knockout abilities. That's possible, right?
No, you're actually right about that.
Absolutely.
Because, listen, when if you've seen a lot of these guys that do bodybuilding, when they throw a punch, they're not able to fully extend, right? They're not able to really pivot and put their weight behind their punches. They're so stiff, and all the lactic acid and everything. Listen, AJ, there's one thing about AJ. He's usually not a one punch knockout artist, but his power does carry on like into the rounds, much like when he beat Klitschko, how he beat Pulev. His power does carry on. That's one thing about him. So when it comes to him slimming down, I noticed when he stepped onto that scale and he was like 240, but I'm like, damn, he really doesn't look 240. He looks a little bit slimmer than that. It's all that he absolutely got rid of all that muscle, which is very, very, very important to him. And he's got more into stretching and being able to feel loose, which Adewale is correct. He's and my joke, he's able to actually be able to be quicker and move better. So that's extremely, extremely important. So he's actually seen that. His whole team has seen that. So I'm actually very interested to see how he looks now, because I think him finding his weight right now, mentally, I think it has done some good for him. I believe so. I really do.
Thanks, brothers. I do appreciate you guys' take on this subject right here. Now let's get to the main one. Joshua versus Usyk fight prediction. Who wanna go first?
Yo, Kenechukwu is in the building.
Oh, Kenechukwu Afana. What's up, bro? Yeah, what's up, Kenechukwu? Are you there? Oh,
I can go first, man. I can
okay.
go first,
I
bro.
think Kenechukwu is.
Hello? Yeah, sorry. It's one of those weird nights.
Yeah, I understand. How you doing, bro? How's everything?
And guy, how Adewale was like 2 months ago, where he was like, we were celebrating his birthday and he was halfway sober.
No problem,
Bro,
brother.
I'm not even sober right now. Trust me.
So, Kenechukwu, yeah, what do you make of Anthony Joshua's weight? You know,
Yeah, it's 240. He's light. I'm just guy, man. You know what I was saying now? Everybody knows what I was saying. Everybody can quote me. For the past 2 months, I've been saying that same thing. 7th round, AJ knockout, brutal fashion. Mother of Usyk. I saw the weigh-in today. I saw everything today. Everything felt. Man, my brother, my spirit no sit down. No sit down well, I beg. I just look at everything. I said, this thing feels weird. It feels weird. It feels like if there's a plan in place. Something is not sitting right in my body. It feels like there's a plan in place and we don't know it. So I'm thinking that his weight is 240. He's prepared not to sit down on his punches. Because remember, the last time AJ slimmed down, he didn't sit down on his punches. He boxed. He did a 12-round boxing exhibition. So the last time he seriously slimmed down, he did a boxing exhibition. So he wants to box. And I'm like, dude, this guy doesn't carry more power than Pulev. Why are you boxing him? Just there's something that a friend of mine says. He says that you make a statement with him, like Jamal Charlo made a statement with K1 when he came to 154. You make a statement with him, and I think you make a statement with Usyk. You make a statement that this is what I do to undisputed champions.
But Kenechukwu,
He's not making that statement.
Let me say, think about
AJ,
it, right?
AJ was telling us that he's coming for the knockout.
He did say that. I believe he's gonna go about how he feels about it. But think about it, right? Usyk is renowned for his boxing skills, right? What would be better to actually beat somebody with a renowned boxing skills? Like, I just beat this guy, and they said I don't have that kind of skill to beat him. You don't think that's better than knocking somebody out? I think that's 10 times better, because now they can't steal it away from me and say.
I think all of us, we want to see a murder. Man, don't you want to see a murder? I want to see somebody murdered and not moving on his canvas. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see boxing. I want to see a murder.
Listen,
I don't want to see murder. I don't want to see murder. I beg. I don't want to see murder. Me, I know that one. It's just a sport, man.
Technically,
I can see murder.
it wouldn't be considered murder because they both signed contracts to whatever.
I know, but come on, no.
Adewale, shout out to Adewale, by the way, for the super chat. I just saw it now. I'm just seeing it now. Shout out to my brother Adewale.
I
Always supporting BBC, bro.
Because
Yeah.
if AJ beats Usyk on being to beat Usyk rather than knockout, it's gonna be like, you can't deny him and say, oh, if he goes against Tyson Fury, he's gonna lose unanimous decision, bro. You can't deny that he's gonna say that. People are gonna say that. People are gonna be like, he kind of beat Usyk. I think Tyson Fury is gonna he's gonna have a problem with AJ. This kind of AJ, it's gonna be a problem for him. And with the AJ that has a knockout power, people can't say, oh, Tyson Fury's better or this and that. He's got a better resume. No. That's done and over with. That is done and over with. So I think either or,
Yeah.
how AJ feels about it. Like if AJ feels like like how my Raymond says the meat is well cooked, I'm gonna go for it. If it's not, man, let it be 12 rounds, man. Let it be.
Thanks, brother.
Hell no to 12 rounds.
Well,
Hell no to 12 rounds.
Adewale,
I want more.
hold on, brother. Hold on, my
Oh,
brother.
no, no.
Can you go down? Excuse me. Adewale, your prediction, your fight prediction.
Man, you know what? I really see this fight. For some reason, it's been hanging around my mind. I see this fight going like Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, the first fight between them, where they both came in 100% game. But Riddick Bowe won that fight because of his size and, yeah, pretty much his size. Because they both had the same level of skills. Holyfield threw in the kitchen sink. He couldn't knock Bowe out. He landed his best punches. Bowe landed his best punches too. At the end of the day, Bowe won that fight. It wasn't a robbery. It wasn't too close. Bowe won the unanimous decision.
Oh, sorry, I'm on the road.
Yeah, based on his size. So I see Anthony Joshua, Oleksandr Usyk going the same way, where it'll probably go the distance, because Usyk knows how to survive. And what I seen when they faced each other was a closer height disparity than I had earlier thought. You know, I was thinking Joshua would be looking down on him, but they weren't too far apart. In my eyes, that's what I saw, bro. Usyk has fought guys that height. Don't even get it wrong. Usyk is very experienced. Joshua too is experienced, right? And Joshua is even more experienced with bigger guys. You know, AJ's toughest fights, Klitschko. The Ruiz fight, I think that was a fluke. Both of them, I'm just telling you the truth. I think the Ruiz fight was a fluke, but Joshua in the rematch did not decisively beat him. It was a clean-cut, unanimous decision, but he was fighting scared, you know. But he did what he had to do. I think they need to do a trilogy so he can knock him out and silence that chapter. But that's me just imagining my dreams and aspirations for boxing. Joshua beats Usyk 12-round unanimous decision.
That's what 12 rounds unanimous decision for you. Mao Joe. Joshua's Usyk prediction.
Joshua knocks out Usyk between the 8th and the 10th round. Knocks him out cold. He won't get up.
How does it do it? With what punch?
Between the 8th and the 10th round.
With what punch?
I wouldn't know, but I'm suspecting he's going to set it up with a left hook and it's going to be an uppercut. And Usyk is going to go down. Usyk is going to try to come in, all right? And whilst coming in, he's going to get cuts.
Usyk has not been down. Both amateur, No.
Usyk has been down, man.
Brother, forget that thing.
Usyk has been down in professional boxing. In his pro career. Bro. When?
Bro.
What fight?
The fight. Listen, I didn't say he's been down. I didn't say that. I said forget that. Forget the fact that he's not been down. See, there is always a first time for everything. And Usyk is not Superman. Everybody keeps saying he's never been down, blah, blah, blah. But has he been there with a guy who is as powerful and as skillful as AJ in the heavyweight division? Okay? Before Ruiz fought AJ, Ruiz has never been down. Never. But he went down. Yes, it beat AJ eventually, but he went down. So I don't want to believe that Usyk is this guy that never goes down. He's human. And he's never been in there with someone as powerful as AJ. But I believe it's going to be a knockout between the 8th and the 10th round. That's my prediction.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate your take on this subject. Tajagbe. Prediction.
Yeah, thank you. Listen, yes, Usyk hasn't been down in the professional, but he's been down in the In the amateurs, when Beterbiev hit him to the body, he went down. But he got up, but he still went down. But I just want to say this, man. Don't be surprised if AJ's weight and power that he has plays a big part in this. Listen, I like Usyk. I think I think you can't take what he has done, accomplished in his division. A win is a win. You're a champion for a reason. You're a gold medalist, whatever. You're still who you are, regardless. Nobody can take that away from you. But if we're gonna be nitpicking on AJ, we got to nitpick on Usyk. Listen, half of Usyk's the people that he has fought are not even halfway, or not even better than AJ. I'll just point that out right now. They're not. People say Brutus is a boxer, but yet he didn't have the same experience as Usyk. He before boxing, he was a kickboxer. You know, so I believe that also played a part. You know, and they said that was Usyk's one of Usyk's toughest fight, Brutus, right? Somebody who really doesn't have the experience, but still, he became a tough fight for Usyk. Yeah, Klitschko donned him as, you know, he's a good fighter for cruiserweight, but not the heavyweight division, right? I'm sorry to say that I'm poking holes in Usyk's history, and you know, I still find him the best cruiserweight regardless, you know, and yeah, and there's a reason why he moved up to heavyweight. One, the challenges in the cruiserweight are not really there. There's no money in it. The best thing for him to do was to move up and face Anthony Joshua. But I have to continue saying this, that these guys are not as good as AJ. I'm sorry. And when it comes to talent, AJ is naturally, skillfully, and athletic than these guys. And what I noticed about after watching Usyk, what I think I believe there's going to be many parts to AJ's games, his game plan, and they're going to switch it up as the round goes and see how it goes. But as of right now, people wonder why Usyk looked weird against Derek Chisora. You know, even Witherspoon had some minor success, just minor. You know, being able to land some punches on him. You know, as it stands, I stand by this. If anybody have seen any skillful southpaw fighter, which I say it's Terrence Crawford, who can box backwards. I have Usyk. Usyk is not even close to what Terrence Crawford could do. Boxing backwards, that natural ability to box backward, Usyk can't do it. It's limited. That's why you see him moving lateral, moving to the side, getting out the way instead of going backwards. If he goes backwards, his instincts is to throw his hands up and guard. And his guard, he leaves his middle wide open. I've watched that. I've watched him fight so many times, and you wonder why he looks funny against these big guys, because when he gets pushed back, his natural ability is to guard up and move out the way as quick as he can, because boxing backward is not his thing. And if AJ can push that button and move him back, watch Usyk go backwards instead of throwing a jab or trying to do any of that. He won't be able to actually accomplish that. This is why it brings me to saying, if AJ catches Usyk going back, it's gonna be a problem. If AJ's team have done their homework correctly, and if AJ times it right and Usyk tries to step ladder movement and step to the side and try to get out, I believe he's gonna meet something nasty. I believe so 100%. That's why I'm gonna go with I see AJ dropping Usyk. Usyk gets up and probably gonna end in a TKO, a stoppage. Listen, these guys are not stupid. They know what they're in for. They don't want Usyk to get hurt, right? They're probably gonna stop that fight as a guarantee. That is a guarantee. So I definitely see Usyk getting hurt, and I see this fight going up to the 11th or 12th round with a TKO. There is a possible. I just don't see Usyk beating AJ. I don't. With the amount of planning that AJ has been doing, with what's in front of him, I believe we're gonna see like 2017 AJ, where he goes for it and completely destroys Usyk. That's where I'm gonna end it, man.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate your take on this. Now, guys, for those of you guys who have no means of watching this fight, like I said before, DM me on Instagram at Boxing Blocks. Follow me there as well. If you have no means of watching this fight and you are in a country where you can't afford to watch it because of I don't know what might happen, but maybe network issues and all this kind of stuff, follow me on Instagram at Boxing Blog Center. DM me there, and let BC bless you for sure. I'll definitely bless you guys. I don't want to see I say tomorrow now. Wire me many messages when the time don't reach for me to for me to watch that fight. If you have to do it now, do it right now. Don't do it at late. Don't do it late. Before the fight starts. Don't do that. Do it right now. Around the follow now, man. They message me now. May I get the seminar stuff just for tomorrow? Then so that you guys can definitely get it through. So God bless you guys. Always support the BBC. Stay tuned for my studio bang right here. Tajagbe, do you guys have any final take? Final thoughts, bro? Diwali?
Yeah. Let's not take anything away from music. I don't see like I'm biased anything like that. Yes, it's gonna be an extremely tough fight, but I think AJ is gonna weather the storm. He's gonna weather the storm, and both of these guys are gonna have some major. Oh my God! In the wow! Everybody's gonna be on their toes. Both of these guys they're gonna have it. But let's see who weathers the storm longest, man. Let's see who weathers the storm longest.
Thanks, brother.
Man,
Appreciate you.
It'll be a great fight.
Your final take, Adewale?
Yeah, it's going to be an entertaining fight. Let's hope we see a classic fight.
Okay, so you are predicting the fight to go the distance.
Distance, yeah.
And Ajagbo is saying level round TKO. Mauju said Juice won by knockout, 5th round or so. Well, people want to know my take. If you want to know my take, listen, I will tell you right now. I don't know why, but I'm not feeling nervous or like I normally am when Joshua is fighting. It's not like that now. I don't know why it's like that. However, one of our brother, who happened to be a visionary, sent me a message. In fact, I don't know if I can play it right now. Maybe I will try to play it. Let me see if I can find a message that you guys can listen to what he had to say. And after that, I would definitely, give my take on it. Let me see right here. No. Man, so many messages here. I would find this one now. Let me see. This guy changed the stuff I'll be waiting. This changes. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Well, I'm trying to download this stuff, and the thing is that it did not replay. Okay, the media is missing. Wow. Anyway, my WhatsApp. I tried to change. I changed it the other day. Then it just mess up lots more. Anyway, so let me give my prediction. My prediction for this fight is I see a draw, bro. I see a draw. I don't know why, but I feel like Joshua is not going to I feel like Joshua will start this fight very slow, okay, because he's gonna try to figure out Usyk, you know, and if Joshua take if by the 5th round Joshua is still figuring out Usyk, I think the fight will go to draw in a good distance. But if Joshua figures out Usyk from round 3, he wins the fight via brutal TKO or majority decision. So I don't see a scenario of first of all I don't see a scenario of Usyk knocking out Joshua. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Okay. He would try, outbox Joshua, but I don't know how he can do that. Even though he's more skillful than Joshua, but the size difference, Joshua is a big man, bro. Like Usyk is of himself, he might be he's not a natural Usyk's growth is artificial. This was a guy that fought Sean Porter in the amateurs. Sean Porter is a welterweight fighter, right? That shows you. Usyk's growth is artificial. So I don't know. I don't see how he can handle a big man, natural big man Anthony Joshua in the ring. But one thing is certain, though, the way Joshua has been speaking so far, his confidence, he said he's going to, he said, we will see what he's been working on. That is worrisome. If I'm a Joshua opponent, I'll be worried because we saw what Joshua was working on against Pulev. He showcased it, and Pulev didn't expect that side of Joshua to come out. Against Usyk, who is of course a much better fighter, skill-wise, I don't know how Usyk can counter that if Joshua does, showcase his his skill set, what he's been working on. So I picked Joshua to win this fight. Of course, I see a draw, but I picked Joshua to win this fight. And if Joshua wins this fight, it's gonna be by brutal knockout. So. But I think by tomorrow, though, after I watch their fights, I have to rewatch a lot of their fights back. I just want to see what Usyk does. I just want to see. And after that, by tomorrow, before the main event, if I had to go live, and then I'm gonna tell you guys what I think will really happen in the fight after my study. But now I'm just gonna say Joshua, he might go to draw. He might go to distance, and split position. Okay, or Joshua KO. We'll see what happens. God bless you all, and stay for my right here on BBC.
Like say I be asking man. Oh yeah, let me see you. Let me see what you have underneath. Oh, I am not a pilot, but I'm flyer than your average man. Oh yeah, let me see you. Let me see what you have underneath. Everything I do is splendid. They're asking for new jobs, tell spending. Touch your toes, girl.